You're riding on the elevator, and you get to your floor. But before you even have the chance to get off, here comes some oblivious moron shoving their way in. Why do people do this?
What the hell is wrong with you?
I work in a hotel, and this seems to happen quite often when I'm using one of the service elevators. And when I say often, I mean like nearly every frickin' time. It's actually kind of amazing to me. Here are people who use these things several times a day, every day. How do they not seem to realize that people need to get off before people can get on? This is not a new thing. Think about it for just a second. There is only a limited amount of space on the elevator. If that thing is full, your ass ain't fitting on. Maybe give the chance for some room, since, a finite space and all. Or, how about this? You'll still need to wait for them to get off anyway, so why not wait 5 seconds? It really comes down to a simple courtesy thing. The things we should have learned in kindergarten, like pushing your chair in when you get up. I have 2 children, and ever since they were old enough to know what riding on an elevator meant, they knew that they needed to stand aside so people could get out. So, why is it that young children can figure this shit out, yet grown-ass adults seem to struggle so consistently with such a basic fucking thing? Now, I really hate to be the one to have to say this, but this happens most commonly with the people who work in the banquets department. And for those of you who don't know, they're the ones who serve food to the attendees when there's an event. They do other things, but that's the main focus of what they do, and my opinion of some of the people who work in banquets is a whole other topic for another day. So anyway, does it come down to arrogance or ignorance? I guess both. People are so bound up in their own little narcissistic bubbles, they don't bother to consider that maybe other people exist besides them.
Did you ever hear of the concept of other people?
So now, let's take a little trip to Storytown. Myself and some coworkers were on the elevator, and we were about to get off when all of a sudden there's this guy blocking the whole way, so now we're stuck. And then he just shoves his way through, of course, and as he does, he says to us, excuse me.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
How about excuse us, you fucking dick smoke? And if you think that one was annoying, this next story takes the absolute fucking cake. One night I was at work, and I had these heavy-ass base plates that I had to move through the building for something I was working on. And when I say heavy, I mean that each of these weigh like 125 pounds. So I get these fuckers loaded up and onto the elevator. I get to my floor, doors open, and there's this guy right in the middle of the way. Like, seriously, he couldn't have been any closer without actually being in the elevator. So I look at him, he looks at me. I look at him, he looks at me. I look at him some more, and finally he says, "¿Qué pasa, amigo?" Get the fuck out of the way! That's what's up! Then this dipshit proceeds to awkwardly climb over the cart and into the elevator instead of, getting the fuck out of the goddamn way. So he nearly trips and injures himself because he's so clueless about how elevators work. So let me ask you this. How much time did this guy save by crawling over the cart like some ungainly dickhead? Exactly fucking 0! This douchesicle saved absolutely no time and potentially tripped and hurt himself instead of doing the obvious thing and getting out of the fucking way for 10 seconds. This image needs to be placed on the outside of every elevator on Earth because apparently people are too fucktarded to understand how elevators work. Maybe I should start doing this. This has been a look at the world, according to Craven. If you'd like to see more of the world through my eyes, please like, share, and subscribe.